Hey, it's me, Emile, not Emile Meister, the one and only, back with another video, and we will just react to the first returns of the All-Star voting. This came out earlier today, and the top 10 from front court and back court for both conferences were revealed, and let's review them. Let's see who deserves to be on the list, who doesn't deserve to be on the list. So for the Western Conference, in the front court, we got LeBron leading. I think it's Durant. No, it's Steph. But in the West front court, LeBron still leads the voting. Then he's followed by Nikola Jokic and Paul George. Fourth is Andrew Wiggins. Draymond Green follows him as well. Anthony Davis is sixth. Karl Anthony Towns is seventh. Melo at 8. Rudy Gobert at 9. And DeAndre Ayton at 10. For the backcourt, we got Steph Curry leading the way. I think Steph is the overall leading vote getter so far in the All-Star voting with 2,584,623 votes. Luka Doncic follows him with the gap. Man, the gap between Steph and the next guy is so wide. Look at the numbers, man. I'm going to look at the gap between Curry and Luka. Like, that's insane. Luka is second in the voting with 787,000 votes. He's followed by Ja Morant. Klay Thompson, who hasn't played a game, is somehow in the race. Devin Booker is fifth. Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, and Anthony Edwards to round out the top 10 for the Western Conference backcourt. Let's go over to the Eastern Conference side of things. Let's go to the front court. Kevin Durant leads the voting for the Eastern Conference overall with 2,360,435 votes. Giannis Antetokounmpo follows him very closely. This is a close race at the top of the Eastern Conference. 2,145,835 votes. Joel Embiid follows them at 236,060 votes. Then as follows: Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, Jarrett Allen, Bam Adebayo, Miles Bridges, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Nikola Vucevic of the Chicago Bulls. For the backcourt, DeMar DeRozan. I love this. I love DeMar DeRozan. I love that he is at the top of the leaderboards for the All-Star voting with almost 1.5 million votes at this point. He's followed by James Harden with almost 900,000. Then Trae Young, Zach LaVine, LaMelo Ball, Kyrie Irving, who again just made his season debut the other night. Derrick Rose, Tyler Hero, Darius Garland, who I like that he's on this list because the Cavs, man, watch out for them Cavs. And Fred VanVleet to round out the list. So, my first observation by looking at this list is, why are people still voting? Are voting for Klay Thompson. He hasn't played a game. Why? But I feel like this is a Steph vote. I mean, you look at this list in the West. There's, I think, 5 players or 4. Four players coming from Golden State, and that is a testament to how Golden State is doing this year. They have been probably the best team in the Western Conference, best team in the league. So, but Steph Curry deserves all of the votes. I like Wiggins, but he's not an All-Star. I like Draymond. He's not an All-Star. Draymond Green hasn't played a game, so why the hell would he be there? So yeah. Also, another observation from this list: Devin Booker should be a little bit higher than 5. But John Morant being at three is it is just fine. It is alright because John Morant has been an incredible piece. Although the Grizzlies play better without John Morant, but he's having a good season so far. Maybe he's on his way to making his first ever All Star appearance this coming February. Also, another observation. With the news that Paul George is going to be out for how many weeks is that? 4 to 6 weeks, at least at the minimum. Would that affect his All Star placing at the end of the voting? Because the system here is not 100% fan vote. Unlike before, in which the starters are totally based from the fans. But ever since with what happened with Zaza Pachulia almost getting into the All Star game a few years ago, the NBA tweaked that, and so it's now 50% fan vote, 25% player votes, and 25% for the media votes. So the third spot in the Western Conference front court, I think, is still up for grabs. I think if either one of these guys, one of the Anthony Davis, Towns, Gobert, if one of those guys have a great January this month, they could sneak in and steal Paul George's spot. But I think Paul George deserved it because, because the Clippers wouldn't be near where they are right now if it wasn't for Paul George. And we all know Kawhi is injured. Like, he's not playing. He's not going to play this season, in the regular season at least. So Paul George, kudos to you, man. He deserves to be a starter, but if he's going to be out for the rest of the month, that is going to be an interesting thing to watch out for. Maybe one of these guys can go up to voting and steal the third spot from the players and the media votes. So I voted my All Star ballot a few days ago, and I had the exact same starting five. I had LeBron, I had Jokic, and I had Paul George. Steph and Luka as well in the backcourt. But I think, at the end of the day, Steph, Luka, and Donovan Mitchell, Steph and Donovan Mitchell, based on their play and their record, they absolutely need to be lock in. They are an absolute lock to make the All Star team. I think same with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But the thing is, I don't think the Suns can have 3 All Stars in there. But I think DeAndre Ayton can make it as a reserve. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting narratives to watch out for in the next month. The All Star voting is going to end sometime this month, and the starters will be revealed, and then we can go pick the reserves after that. So right now, I think the West is good. They got it right. The top 3 front court players and the top 2 backcourt players, they got it right. In the Eastern Conference side of things, again, they got it right. Durant, Giannis, and Embiid. There's no other front court who's better than these 3. These are the best front court players in the Eastern Conference. So they got it right. I also got the exact same in my ballot. With the backcourt, I think I got DeRozan, but in place of Harden, I put Zach LaVine, and I really hope Zach LaVine can still make it, because the gap between Harden and LaVine isn't that wide, isn't that big. So with Zach LaVine returning to Chicago, and the Bulls, they are on this incredible run as of late. I hope Zach LaVine can absolutely make a run for the second backcourt spot. But I think James Harden finishes second. But the players and the media votes, because we all know some of the media men, they don't like James Harden. They don't like James Harden. So that can factor into the decision on that second guard in the East. maybe we can see an all Chicago Bulls backcourt of DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, which I would want. I want DeMar and Zach LaVine to start. So yeah, it's an interesting return so far. They got it right. Voters this year got it right, except for a few little things that that kind of irritates me. Klay Thompson being there despite not playing the game. Derrick Rose being in the top 10 despite being a sixth man and not really playing recently. Kyrie Irving as well. He's on the top 10, but again, he hasn't played a game, or he only played one game so far this season. Although I am happy that Darius Garland is there at the top 10. So that's it for this very quick reaction video of the first All-Star voting returns. Please don't forget to follow me on all my social media accounts, on Twitch at twitch.com/Emile_Meister, and on Twitter at Emile_Meister as well. I am also now on Facebook at Emile. My name is Emile Meister on Facebook. So just search me up there, like the page, and also give it a follow. So also like, comment, share, and subscribe. It will just help the channel grow even bigger. So this is it for this video. This has been Emile Meister, the one and only. Always stay safe, and I am going to see you on the next one.